Animating can sometimes take large amounts of time and also result in messy timelines once everything is in motion. As you can see here in our example, we have a long list in the timeline detailing all the animation for each bolt. On our alternate step, we will be using groups in a clever way to simplify everything. So how do we do this? First, we will go into default state and select all the bolts that we want to add to a group. Then we'll open up the groups window. And in the groups window, we hit create group. From here, we can see that everything has been added to the group, all of those panel bolts, and it's also highlighted in orange, which signifies that it's a group. If we right click on the group name, we can rename this to something a little bit more descriptive. Once we have our group ready, we can add the group to the step we want by clicking the Add Selected to Timeline button found at the bottom of the timeline. Since each bolt is scattered around, the group will end up using a shared pivot and axis when we are recording, which may give you strange results, and it adds it to everything else. What we're going to do is we're going to add one panel bolt. We will zoom in on that one, and we will animate that with its local pivot. We'll record that. Just rotate it, have it pop out. Zoom out a little bit so we've got a good distance. We can add effects, whatever we want to do for this. And then when we're happy with the result, we can grab those channels and just drag them right onto the group. Now we can remove the regular object. And you'll see all of those time bars are residing on the group now. Now if we zoom out, you can see that they all animate very well on each and every one of those bolts. Even though it's scattered along a curved surface, the local axis that we use to record the one bolt is translated along each of the other bolts because it's using that one axis to do the animation on. The end result is definitely much more manageable when it comes to doing any revisions and editing in the end. You can see there's only one entry here in the timeline that you will have to animate, and it relieves the headache of editing each one every time you need to update it, or even to reuse it later to install the bolts. Reversing that animation is done once, not 12 times. That's the tip of the week.